Hi, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Mason, and I finally got a haircut.
And my name's Tot, and I also got a haircut.
And this is What Are We Talking About? Super cool day. Well, I'll let you elaborate on your first part.
It's signing day. LeBron will now be a Sooner, and I'm super excited for him.
That's dope, man. That is very dope. Signing day. Hey, shout out to all the signees.
All the signees.
That
so
we're
cool
signing
signees.
today, changing your life, going off to college, hit the next chapter of your life. That's going to be so fun. And a learning experience, trust me.
And it's so cool. It was so cool today to, further see how many, sports are offered not only in high school but at collegiate level. There were 2 girls that had bowling scholarships.
Congratulations.
That I thought was super cool. Which I knew gymnastics, but that's really cool. That's something you don't think about all the time. So don't be scared to just.
We're hearing the ghost of May.
Don't be. Don't be scared to just do your weird hobby, because you could go to bowling's not weird. Bowling's not weird, but you know what I mean. Just you can do what you want to do, and also go to college, and also not go to college. Do whatever goes in with your life plan for you to succeed. Whatever you think that is.
And one day you will be on signing day as well.
We support you.
We support you. I gotta check what you're doing first. I gotta double check.
You're right. Leave it in the comments what you're doing. We'll see if we support you.
Yes, but had to give a great shout out to that. That's a huge, impactful day for a lot of people. Mic check.
Clear it
Mason
out.
check.
Ooh.
Nah, but we're about to be talking about His and Hers.
His and Hers.
We left you guys off with a cliffhanger. The great animated storytelling of Tot last time got you intrigued. If she got you intrigued into His and Hers, you should give a like on this video just because of that.
Right. I really hope you guys watched it. I will not be doing a theatric retelling.
Not this time.
But if you want more theatric retellings, just let me know. I can prepare those for you guys. It's not as fresh in our brains, which is why I won't be doing a dramatic retelling, but I do feel like it's only right that we give you guys our final thoughts on the last 3 episodes.
For sure.
So with that, also, this is a spoiler warning if you still have yet to watch His and Hers.
Right
we will be talking about the end.
All types of spoilers.
And all kinds of things, and things we feel like were baby threads that were left, and I've got a beautiful piping hot take at the end for you guys here as well. But that was your warning.
That was your warning. That was your warning right there.
Don't forget, if you do have to click off, don't forget to come back though.
Please, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be worth it.
It's gonna be great.
But let's start it off. Scale of 1 to 10. How did you like the whole series?
The entire series, I'm giving it a 8.5.
8.5.
I think is what I said. To you before, and then shock factor, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 shock factor. It was beautiful. Yeah.
I'm giving it my first 10 out of 10.
First 10 out of 10.
Just off the storytelling, I mean, some people say they got lost in the sauce. I didn't. I was tuned in that entire series. And then also the cliffhanger. Well, not the cliffhanger, but the reveal at the end also makes it a 10 out of 10 for me, because we all understand as true crime people that we can predict the ending in some form of capacity. I didn't predict this ending, and I feel like they gave the watcher an extra oomph when they revealed it in this way, and I really appreciate the writers for this.
Yeah, and I'm willing to bet that no one guessed the ending.
Yeah. No.
I have seen some discourse of people being like, how were you surprised? If you watch... No. I do not think that anything that was shown, even knowing now and going back through my thought process, I don't think there's anything that gave that away.
You didn't guess the grandma, bro. Y'all were lying,
you could have on a unserious. No, bro. What if it was her mom?
What was the grandmother?
That's fine. Like we can, I can say like, yeah, I joked about that, and it's crazy that it came true. But I really just personally don't feel that there's any way that someone seriously got to episode 3 and was like, yeah, it's the mom. Because telling you now,
I will say I was a diehard person saying she killed that baby.
That is something you were very big on. I thought
she killed that baby, but the thing is, that's as far as my speculation went.
Yeah.
I didn't think that she was just the mass murder of everybody, and I feel like most people, that's where it stopped as well. Because the dementia was a great cover-up.
The dementia was a great cover-up. She was great at acting like she had dementia.
Yeah.
Which I think is crazy.
Yeah, once I saw the eggshells, I was like, oh, it's done. It's done.
Once I saw the eggshells in the water for the tea.
I was just like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah. It is real. Like, I've heard situations where it's off and on for people with dementia early stages. Like, they'll have it and then, carry on as their day is normal sometimes, too. So it was a good mix of it, and it was a good cover-up. A great cover-up.
And they weren't active in her life. So... it's not like she had to put on an act 24/7. Like, she literally used her act, like, when it fit her. Mm-hmm. But because of that, and with her not really being, like, a main plot point, she was kind of like a sub-plot point. Right. I think that's another reason why it was easy for her to fly under the radar and to, like, fully grasp us when it was revealed that it was her.
Right. But, yeah. Great ending. I like how I just like how they wrapped it up.
They did. They wrapped it up beautifully because they gave you the inklings of the stereotypical ending, which was still good.
Which was still solid.
It was still good. Lexi, that's her name, I think, right? Catherine was Lexi?
Yeah. They were both the same person.
They're the same person.
Different alias.
That reveal was great because no one was expecting that.
Right.
Which I love because, like, obviously I had a feeling we were going to get something about Lexi because the whole time I'm like, where did she come from?
Exactly.
To, like, have it out for Anna so bad. And so when they revealed it like that, I thought that was really great. And then, having it to where her husband was like, yeah, her parents have a house out here. Mm-hmm. We can just go and leave out in the morning, like, it'll be totally fine. I already spoke to her about it, whatever. And having Anna find the photo and figure out who she was.
Yeah. Like, that part was actually
that was a great reveal. I like the way they did that, and I would have been equally as satisfied with my 8.5 with that ending as well.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I'm saying 8.5. I think I'm going to put my final score up to a 9.
Got to. Take it back. I feel like by the end... I'm playing. But yeah, I'm giving y'all a few seconds for this next question because y'all are going to have to answer this thoroughly. But I have to ask you, excluding Anna...
Okay.
What is your rate list from worst to best? No, least worst to the most sadistic out of the friend group of girls.
Out of the friend group of girls?
Yeah.
I feel like we're going to be on the same accord with this answer. Least to worst?
We'll pause it right here to give you time to make your list and see if it's the same as ours. Mm-hmm.
Least to worst?
Least to worst. Okay. They're all bad, but yeah.
They're all terrible people, but okay. So, sorry, I was trying to give you all a second to pause if you wanted to. Anyways, I am going to go without explanations. I'm going to let you fill in the explanations because I feel like we're on the same wavelength here. Okay, rapid fire from least to worst. I'm going... Oh, wait, I just got caught up. Zoe, Catherine, I forgot her name, the Asian lady.
I don't want to say Helen. It's not Helen.
It might be Helen, actually.
Why do I want to say it's Helen?
I want to say it is, but I don't know. So we're just going to call her Helen. You know who we're talking about.
You know who we're talking about, the Asian one.
So, yeah. So we've got Zoe, Catherine, Helen, and...
What is her name?
Queen Bee. What's her name?
Oh, my gosh. While y'all are figuring that out, let me... Do 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 do. Yes, I got back on singers too. Okay, where is she at? No, Zoe Harper. Isabella Cosman, Teen Rachel. Rachel. Yes. Perfect list. If you got anything other than that, please comment on
the only acceptable change around I will take is switching Zoe and Catherine. But I still think our list is the die-hard correct list.
Yeah. But, okay. So let's go through the list. Zoe, if you felt this way as well, she had some good moments throughout the series. Absolutely. Out of all the friends, she definitely had solid, wholesome moments. One where she stood up Jack and was just like, yo, are you the killer? Another one, you really swabbed my daughter. That's a real motherhood that came out. And then second, she did, at the town hall, she did fend for Jack during that town hall meeting. So she had good moments. Does it excuse what she did as a kid? Heck nah. What they did to Anna was crazy and can never be forgotten. That's why she's still on the sadistic list. And she's still freaking crazy. And she's a deadbeat. She's a deadbeat mother.
Yes. But I think another thing that feeds into the fact that she is on the bottom as worst, even though she is the least worst, even though she is still worse, is the fact that we all know that Rachel was the ringleader. So I feel like it was one of those, like, survival of the fittest kind of things, where I'd rather be friends with the mean girl than get picked on by the mean girl. So I feel like there's a little bit of that, and I feel like we can see that as, like, her life doesn't really go anywhere after they leave school. She kind of turns into a deadbeat. She has her daughter. You know, she's not really doing much. Exactly. So I feel like that kind of is, like, in a weird way, also her atonement. Like, she doesn't try to do anything.
Yes.
Almost like she doesn't feel like she's worth doing it further. So that's me making a little bit of an assumption, of course, but I think that justifies why she's at the bottom of the list.
And it does feel like she moved on in capacity. Yeah, she moved after she hit probably like 8. You know what I'm saying? After college, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? She moved on. Now the next one, Lexi. The reason why this may have switched for y'all. She could go up one, she could go down one for anybody's list. But the reason why we put her at a solid 3 is because, drumroll please, she went after her later in her life.
Yes, she did.
She
strategically figured out the direct path to follow to ruin her life. Ruin
Anna's life. Yeah. So at that point, you got to be either 2 or 3, just because of that. Because that you're taking actual, you know, steps to ruin this woman's life in her adulthood. And before I get to this next point, she even, what's it called, killed her sister.
She did kill her sister. I forgot about that plot point.
She killed her sister.
She murdered her sister. Was her sister nice to her? No.
No, I mean, but she wasn't sadistically mean to her sister, though.
That doesn't justify murder. I'm so sorry that your sister called you fat. You know how many people have called people fat and haven't ended up murdered?
Yeah.
Like, let's be so for real, okay?
So that's one of the reasons. But the other reason is because if y'all notice, which me and Todd noticed, the Easter egg, the husband, after they had their little kumbaya, you know, when she made her drive to town, you know, surprise him and say, I'm going to do this news story, rekindling with the husband, you could definitely tell the husband's mindset changed after that. And if you saw, he was buying duct tape, a hammer, knife, whatever it is, basically crazy tools at the hardware store before Jack confronted him and things like that. But they were really about to do her in, inviting her back to the log cabin thing.
That's a plot point for in a second, but yes, they were. And also, I think one of the biggest plot points that puts her at number 3 is she leaves Anna in the videotape. So that's
just an extra reason why she's at 3. But the reason why we put Helen at 2 is because there was just a pureness of the hatred that she had.
The hatred started toward immediately.
Anna. Like, even in the flashback when she looked Anna up and down, she wasn't accepting of Anna at all from the very beginning, and I feel like put in the same predicaments, she would have did something bad to Anna too as well.
Absolutely.
It's like she just didn't like Anna and anybody, so she was just mean.
She was a jealous Lebo, and she wanted Rachel for herself, but Rachel wanted Anna. They were doing some weird Lebo stuff. Not saying that Lebos are weird, I'm saying they were doing weird Lebo stuff.
Yeah, some weird stuff going on.
They were psycho, and so Helen was very much, what's the word I'm looking for? threatened by Anna's presence, even though Anna didn't even do anything.
No. And it carried on to their adulthood.
It did carry on into adulthood, yes, absolutely. Yes. And then last but not least,
Rachel.
Queen psycho of them all.
Number one. Whenever, you gotta think, guys, in every flashback of something messed up happening, she was the orchestrator. Like, she did it. She peed in the cup.
The cup of pee.
The freaking pictures, selling the pictures to those older dudes, and
organizing the tape,
organizing the tape, and then singing "Happy Birthday" on the couch while they lay. Yeah, no, she's number one for sure. And
not only did she do that to her, she was sleeping with her husband regularly.
Like, yeah, so that's why she's number one. I feel like there was no good in her. Like, there was no good in her. And her and Helen are in the same boat, but Rachel, because she was the leader.
And they're being mean to her husband.
Yeah.
That was such a weird sidebar, like, plot.
Mm-hmm. When are you going to ditch him? Point. And things like that, yeah.
But, like, that was so sad that Helen and Rachel were using Rachel's husband as basically like a plaything.
Yeah.
And then using it to blackmail him so that he wouldn't divorce her so that she could keep spending his money.
Yeah.
That's psychotic, crazy bitch stuff.
Rachel didn't have no good in her.
Nah.
That's why she's numero uno, number one. But they're all sadistic, and I love the ending of the movie because it made me feel for the killer. It made me feel for the grandmother.
It did.
It made me feel like I was on her side more than anything because of how it represented and things like that. And I just like the way that it was revealed to us at the end as well.
Yes, the montage of all of realizing that all of Anna's voiceovers at the beginning of each episode were a part of the letter was
Chef's Kiss.
Chef's Kiss.
And that is why that whenever she finally got to see the tape, the grandmother, I liked how they did some Black Mirror type stuff to where we felt the emotions as the mother was seeing it too. Because we're all seeing this at the first time, it's just like her. So we're basically putting ourselves in her shoes. So I just really like that aspect and why I bumped it to a 10 out of 10 too. Because they could have did it so many different ways, but they did it the right way, and I really appreciate it.
And what I love too is I love how the entire series Anna was very gung-ho on, like, barely giving information about the tape, and then when she finally did give full information on the tape, it was like, okay, yeah, this happened, and then that's it, nothing else happened, that's all that happened. And I was like,
there's more to it.
Something happened to you and you just don't want to say it, rightfully so because of trauma. But then I was correct because they did in fact reveal in the tape that the true horror did in fact happen to her instead.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that they allowed that switch up to happen, meaning the, like, evil girls. Very, very nuts so. Very nuts so. Right. I have two loose threads of a plot point. Like, they don't matter. Like, these aren't plot holes or anything, but they're just tiny threads of plot that I personally just want to know, because I'm curious, is what happened to Rachel's cell phone that Jack had this whole time? And obviously we can assume what Rachel and her husband were going to do to Anna at their house, but I, like, want to know what the plan was. Like, because, like, he was yelling at the police that, like, you were trying to pin these murders on my wife. Okay, well, what were you going to do?
That's what I'm saying.
Kill her in response to the killings? Like, that doesn't make
any sense.
So I was just curious about how that was going to go, too. Yeah. Those are my two little loose points there. Yeah.
There was also another connection. My mom was talking about this, about the tooth. Her tooth.
Her teeth?
Like, you know how she, like, pulled out her tooth that one time? Anna? Yeah, during the fight. Uh-huh. She was saying, because it went back to that first scene, she went to the dentist about the tooth as well. And they're saying that it ties back to her child because she had the toothache during that, and she didn't want to forget about that pain. So that's why she kept just saying put medication on it to, like, what's it called? Numb the pain, but not forget it kind of thing. It was a symbolism of it. And then whenever she ripped it out, that's whenever everything kind of came crash. You know what I'm saying? She's letting go. Symbolism. So people saw that too, but that was another loose thing that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the creator will talk about and be like, no, that was symbolism, or that's just us reading too much into it.
But and you know what? I kind of hope they don't, because I miss art being fully interpreted. Like, I can see something that was fully not intended and resonate with that, whether that was like the message or not. I feel like we're losing that as a society because like there are plenty of, I feel like art is meant to be consumed and interpreted, and even on a simpler level of not talking about art, but like also like beauty and beauty standards and all the things. And I feel like too many things spark like debates / arguments when it's literally just a different of interpretation based on my emotions and feelings and how they differ from other people. And I, for one, just think it's really interesting how different people can watch the same thing and get something else out of it that wasn't intended, as opposed to fighting on what was it actually supposed to be.
Right.
You know?
So you're kind of like, you're kind of mad, well, not mad, but like tired of like the creators trying to give it like an answer.
I mean, they can, but I don't want it to turn into, oh, well, this is so lovely that da-da-da-da, and this connected these dots, and then some keyboard warrior coming out of well, the creator said.
Got you.
Like, okay, sure, he did, but this is what I got out of it because this is how it helped me, or this is how I saw it, or this is another way to look at it. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
But visually, that was awesome. What's it called?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, now I gotta go to your. Now we gotta do the flip side of your favorite characters.
My favorite characters?
Your favorite characters. And we'll do the... We won't do 5. We'll just do top 3.
I was going to say,
top
I don't
3.
even know if I have 3.
Not in that show.
In that show? No.
Yeah,
I think we have the same top 2, and it's Priya and Megan.
Yeah, Priya and Megan. Priya, because she did her job.
She did her job.
Even though she will never solve this case, ever.
She thinks she did, so we'll give her that.
But we as the watchers know she will never solve this case to the fullest. So I give her even though she won't, but she was great. She was a great detective.
Doing real boots on the ground detective work.
And a great shot.
She's a beautiful shot. I stan Priya. Make that girl the head detective.
Yeah, she did everything by the book.
Everything by the book. Beautiful.
And then my number 2, who should be honorable number 1,
is Megan.
Megan,
little girl,
because she stood on business that whole time. She told her mom about the swab because yes, that's my parent. Of course, I'm gonna tell her everything. That's weird. And then about the phone, she stood up. She was like, "What?" And then she got a happy ending. I was so happy for her.
She did. Do you know what? I know what I think is another funny like interpretation of her telling her mom about the whole swabbing thing.
What?
Knowing Megan and her character, I low-key feel like it was a little bit, that was kind of weird. I'm going to mention that. But I also think it's even funnier that it's just little kid. Oh, guess what I did today, Mom?
Yes. And her mom probably was just like, nah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's so nice, Pulse Jack. So, yeah, I like both of those looks because I believe both of them from her because she's a very perceptive little girl. So I could definitely see it being one of those... This was an interesting way to play that game. Let's share this new tactic with Mom and see how that goes. Yeah. Or it could just be, I played detective with Uncle Jack today, and it was fun. So I love both of those. Yeah.
So those are the lists, man. And like going back to just the ending, the scene where the grandmother and Anna had that moment of realization of what she did and everything was super great. And I think it just leads into what you were about to say as your hot take.
It does lead into my piping hot take. My piping hot take is that of...
Do you guys want to take some time? Do y'all need a sec?
Don't call me a psycho after you hear this piping hot take because I have definitive evidence to back up my hot take, and I also have a compatriot to back up my hot take. Okay, my hot take is stated as thus: if we can find and give valid reasoning behind Anna's mother becoming a serial killer.
She is a serial killer.
She is a serial killer.
She killed 3 people.
She killed 3 people, okay? Once you kill 3 people, you're classified as a serial killer, okay? If we can justify the reasoning in Anna's mother's mind behind why she became a serial killer, we can also, while also knowing that murder is incorrect and wrong.
At the baseline is wrong, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm. But that I know everyone that watched the show was like, yep, if that happened to my daughter, I'd do it too. Okay. Well, then we can also justify in his mind that Joe had good reasons to become a serial killer. Mm-hmm, yes.
He didn't kill without a reason, people. He really thought that he was really helping somebody he loved in his own weird, warped way because of trauma.
Exactly. Like, we have to think about mental illness when it comes to Joe. Joe definitely had mental illness, okay? If it wasn't plain to you in season 4 when he was sitting here talking to a person that wasn't real, okay? Joe has mental illness.
Yes.
Okay? So if we can sit here and say that Anna's mom was getting revenge / protecting her daughter from what those 3 evil girls did to her, then we can say the same thing about, in Joe's brain, he was protecting the people that he loved and getting revenge for them when, for the easiest example, when Joe killed Benji for Beck. It's the same thing. Was Joe twisted?
Yes.
Absolutely. Did he have more mental health issues, and was it not necessarily correct as to why he was doing it? Sure. But in his own brain, he thought that he was doing the right thing. Just like Anna's mom knew / thought she was doing the right thing for her daughter. It's the same thing. They both deserve to be in jail.
And I really blame the writing, because the reason why you love this ending in His&Hers so much better, it gets you feeling good about like the killer, is because, like we said, Lexi, Catherine, whatever you want to call her. If the show ended with her being the killer, it would have been a great ending. It would have been a great ending. It would have been a predictable ending, but it would have been a great ending in what y'all criticize you about, a very real life situation ending. Yes. Is what y'all say Joe had, which you say the audience wanted. The reason why you like this one is because the writers gave you that extra oomph, that extra writing that we deserved, and we didn't just want. You know what I'm saying? Like, we deserved a better ending than that. And I like how the writers went the extra mile with that, to be like, you guys really don't even know who the killer is. Y'all really don't.
Absolutely. And I think another thing too is, I think not only did the writers write such a great ending, I think the writers also put in the emotion of making you feel for Anna's mom.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the whole purpose behind You was to see if the writers could make the audience fall in love with a gruesome serial killer, to which they did, but then I think they got mad that it worked.
Yeah.
And so they tried to reverse and make him seem extra crazy and a little extra deranged, and try to get outside perspective of, no, you guys are falling in love with this character, but, like, that's what's wrong with society. It's like, okay, but yes, this happens in real life. Of course, people did fall in love with Ted Bundy, which is weird. Okay? But I'm not falling in love with a real person, Joe Goldberg. I'm falling in love with a character who has depth and had a purpose and had a reason. And I feel like the way they wrote him off at the end was not justice to the character that they built up for 4 seasons.
Right. And the way, guys, you gotta watch the last episode of You if you haven't remembered it, bro. But like, she turned into Superwoman. Like,
oh my god, that was so annoying.
Joe is not going out like that, and I know a lot of you know that Joe's not going out like that. So the way he unraveled that much, bro, like, come on, bro. Like,
and then for them to not give us a single ounce
of the trial or anything,
They just got a clip of him walking into jail, or being escorted out of the courtroom or whatever. Like, that would have been such an interesting takeoff if you were going to put him in jail. At least give us the trial so we could actually see what it was he got away with.
Right, and see how because a lot of this was just speculation.
A lot of it was speculation. Like, yes, obviously we knew it was real, but a lot of it was speculation. Like, the writing patterns, I'm like, sure, maybe he did edit it after she died. Yeah. They were dating and she was working on the book with him. What if that's not a irregular thing to happen?
Yeah.
You know? So, like I said, you should be able to feel for Joe if you can feel for Anna's mom.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's very similar.
She's a serial killer.
It's very similar. Joe may have some extra psychotic mental health tendencies wrapped in there, but at the baseline of what he was doing, he thought he was correct and he thought he was being protective, to which that is what Anna's mom was doing. So that's my piping hot take. If you didn't like it, don't tell me.
But yeah, His and Hers, great ending. Like you said, like I said, I already gave it a 10. She gave it a 9. Like, it was a great show. Go watch it, man. Like, and please be interactive with us, because we would like to talk about it even more. If you guys want to interact with it, answer some questions, send it in, man.
Yeah, tell us what other things you want us to watch and give our thoughts about. We're always open to watching something new. I think right now we don't really have anything.
Just straight anime.
We're straight rewatching anime right now, and which is fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm having a great time rewatching My Hero.
Yeah.
And falling in love with Deku.
Yeah.
Bakugo.
Follow us on the socials. What a Dot Pod on TikTok, Instagram. We are gonna upload this on Friday, so you'll probably see this probably not that long from here, since it was signing day. Shout out to the signees again. We're gonna be on Spotify as well. Go listen to us at the podcast. We're coming out with different videos every day. I know I got some reactions. I do watch our personal pages. We're starting to grow that as well, and like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can get alerts. We're hitting 52 videos this year.
We are hitting a 52 episode long season 2 of the pod. We are currently 2 videos behind, but that's okay. We have plenty of time.
We can always do multiple a week. You never know.
Plenty of time to make it up. We do have probably some bonus weeks that we'll throw in there and give you 2 episodes a week. We do have more of our What Are We Playing coming out. You actually will probably see it before this, if not after. But it'll be coming out really soon. You'll get to watch us play Switch Sports for the first time.
Yes, sir. See my freaking locked in face, bro.
So yeah, there's that. If there's any other games you want to watch us play, let us know. If you listen to us on the pod and you want to see our slick haircuts we talked about, you can look at it on our YouTube or on our socials.
Yeah.
Either or, we've got updated photographs out there somewhere in the ether. And with that, don't forget that we are sponsored by Sign Me, where signs align. Download on the Apple and Google Play Store.
It's live, man, and find your perfect compatibility, please. It's a great interactive app. We're adding more stuff to it. Sign Me 2.0 update, but right now, find your perfect match. Whatever zodiac you are, we find your perfect match where your stars align.
And be on the lookout for some co-mingle and party vibes coming from Sign Me this year.
Yeah. As
well, we may even give subscribers free entry.
Who knows?
Don't quote me on it, but we might. We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Catch you. Bye.